So today, I've been really curious on how much my Jeep weighs since I've done all these upgrades to it. You know, the 110 axles, 40-inch tires, bead locks, your armor, the steel bumpers, skid plate, rock sliders, 40-inch tire on the back, all this extra stuff. So I'm actually taking a drive up where I know there's a place where I can weigh it. I'm kind of curious. I want to see what it weighs, and I think I might compare it to what my the new Jeep, the 392, weighs, because I know it weighs more than this did. The specs show 5,100 pounds, but I think I'm gonna drive it up to this spot too and see if full gas and everything, kind of where it comes in at. But Jeep doesn't have anything extra, just the stuff I normally carry in it, and I'll do the same with the other Jeep. But it'll be interesting. I'm curious. I've been curious for a while. I had the rooftop tent on before, which would add some weight. It's off now, so I'm kind of really curious to what it's actually going to come in at. So we're gonna find out, hopefully. So we're just getting up here. I'm gonna pull on here and see if I can. Before, this has always been on. You can still weigh yourself even though it's closed. So we'll find out. Wow. That's more than I expected. Holy smokes. Anyway, comes up to 6,540 pounds. I was thinking it'd be in the 5,000s. So it is quite a bit heavier than I expected. It's a heavy Jeep. But amazingly, as heavy as it is, it does as well in the snow and stuff as I've done, in the spring. That's probably because of the 40-inch tires, but anyway. So, head back home now, and I'll get the other Jeep and come back around and see what it weighs. It's not going to weigh that much, at least not until I get it built. But that's interesting. That is definitely interesting. That's definitely a lot more than I was thinking it was going to be. All right, well, we got back, we switched the Jeep, headed back up. It's actually the next day. I got back in the evening, so I decided to wait till today to go back up and weigh this, get an idea what it weighs. I think the specs show like 5,100 pounds, but I'm sure that's dry weight. So, which I haven't done any modifications to this yet, so it's have most of a tank of fuel, and we'll see what it weighs. But kind of want to get a base point anyway before I start modifying it. Kind of know, where it was when I started out to versus once I get down the road a ways with some of the modifications and stuff. As you can see on my other Jeep, start putting the bigger axles and the tires and all that stuff adds a lot of weight, because I think. I have to look up the specs on that, but it was under 5,000 pounds, I think, before any modifications were done to it. And a lot of it's just the tires, wheels, suspension, axles, the seats out. I put a goose gear in there, so I don't know how, that's probably not any heavier than the seats. But I do have some tools and other things like that in there. So, but for the most part, it was empty. The only things that were in there is stuff that I pretty much keep in there, recovery gear, stuff like that. So this one has none of that in it. So we'll weigh it, and then down the way we'll see how much it changes it. And then kind of have tempted to drive up past where we're going and check out up towards Stanley, but we'll see once I get up there if I feel like doing that or not. But might drive up towards Stanley, go through the area that they have a bunch of avalanches. They've had the road shut at times for a while because of avalanches. Kind of see what it's like. I'm sure there's still a lot of snow because they still keep getting snow up there. So anyway, kind of curious. Haven't decided for sure, but I might drive up that way. All right, we're coming up to the scale again. Let's see how much this thing weighs. So it looks like this weighs 5,340 pounds. So, of course, that's the weight with me and the fuel and everything else. All right, I think we are going to take a drive up, kind of see where the snow's at, see how bad the avalanche area has been. I'm guessing there's going to be a lot. Normally this time of year it'd be starting to come down, but we've been having a lot of snow the last little bit. I think there was even some just a few days ago up in the mountains. So anyway, let's take a drive, see what it's like. It's a nice day for a drive, so we can go check it out. Well, we're getting into the avalanche area. You can see they've opened this up here. This isn't actually that bad. I've been through here way worse, where it's like you're driving in like a tunnel. I mean, it's taller than both sides, taller than the vehicle. It's just like they just cut through it. So far, yeah, not a ton of snow. Which normally this time of year there isn't, but we've had so much snow, it kind of was making me think that there'd be more. Oh yeah, here's one of the spots where they've cut through it. All right. Oh yeah, here's some more. Yeah, we're getting in the area where it really comes down. So this is deeper. So this is taller than the Jeep. So yeah, it's crazy because I've cut right through the trees and everything. But yeah, this is more like I've seen other years. I just wasn't far enough up the road. Yeah, this is the area where they get, I think, the majority of the big avalanches. So we're at the summit. You can see how deep it is here. Right back there is a outhouse buried. Yeah, this is the summit. Well, we're just coming up to the area where we turn off. So I'm gonna stop here for a minute. I'm gonna show you. There's still a lot of snow here. Only a few more weeks. It's gonna be probably, I'd say at least the middle of May before probably go back in there. But anyway, let's take a look at this. Yeah, so here's a turnout here on the opposite side of the road. But it's pretty deep. Of course, I've been plowing it here. But no, it's just, yeah, we could take the Jeeps in there at this point probably. But it'd probably be better if it got a little more compact. Anyway, there's where you go in. There's the road. We'll take a look over here. Looks like some tracked things have been in here. But yeah, I'm looking forward to bringing the Jeeps up in here. I think this year, of course I'll bring my orange Jeep. But yeah, we could take Jeeps in at this point, but there's still people coming up here with snowmobiles and stuff. But pretty cool.
I'm looking forward to getting up here camping more. I'd say middle May, maybe a little earlier. We'll bring the Jeeps up. I'm even gonna bring my new one and see how it does. But that's the road we go down, and then it goes back that way too a little bit. But yeah. We're almost time to start camping up here. Anyway, yeah, when I come in here when the snow's clear of the road, I may not bring the white Jeep, the 392, but then may just bring the other one with rooftop tent, go back in and camp. But once it melts down here and we can go up higher and play, then I am, because I want to take it in and see how it does before I start putting bigger tires and lift and all that stuff in it, or on it. So anyway, got a few more weeks, but we're getting there. Awesome. Looking forward to it. Man, there's a lot of snow here. There's actually a road right there too. You can see the stop sign. That's how deep it is. At least hopefully you can see the stop sign right over there. But yeah, this is deep. This is crazy. I would say, well, I don't know. This might be close to normal. I think it's a little deeper than normal for this time of year. Anyway, we're gonna jump back in the Jeep, and I think we're gonna cruise up to Stanley and see if there's any snow there. We're probably about 20 minutes from there, maybe 25 minutes. So let's go check it out. Listen. Here we go. Gotta go quick in case somebody's coming around the corner.
So we're just coming into Stanley now, and there's snow here. Still a bit of snow, but nothing like up on the summit or even where we stopped, where we go back in to go camping. I would say if it warms up at all, in a couple weeks or so, it'll be gone. I like Stanley. I love it up in this area. It's probably one of my favorite places to go, you know, around this area, around in Idaho. Yeah, here's kind of got Stanley. You got some cabins over here. Stuff. Here's the place where we come grab some groceries once in a while. But yeah, and then over here, I'm gonna turn and go down to Lower Stanley, and then I'm gonna probably head back home. There's the Salmon River right over there. This isn't very deep up this way because it's at the top end. Yeah, this is cool up in this area. Got the river right there. You can see it. Got those houses over there. And this is Lower Stanley. Used to have a little Merc or whatever here too, but it's closed. At least the last time we were down here, it looked like it was closed. Anyway, I think I'm gonna turn around and kind of head back. Well, I'm headed back. I got a few hours of driving, but it was fun coming up here today. Thought I'd bring you along and you kind of see what it looks like up here this time of year, and kind of wanting to see how much snow we had and how about when I thought I take the Jeeps back in and camp in the snow, and I don't know, just start camping back up again. I've been really getting the itch to come up here the last few weeks, come up and start camping. So we're getting close. I think in 2 to 3 weeks, probably bring at least the orange Jeep up and go back in with the rooftop tent and camp, and then probably 2 or 3 weeks after that, we'll bring both Jeeps up. By then the snow will be out of the bottom there, and we can camp there, and probably pull my turtleback up in there, and then we'll go up higher up into the mountains and play like we do every year. But I don't know, I'm excited. We're getting close. This is like probably some of my funnest part of summer. So it's early spring or late spring, early summer camping when we come up and do this, and then after that we'll probably go over to McCall, north of McCall, back where we go back in there and do some after it. It generally seems the snow stays a little longer there than here, so after we get down there, we generally go over there and play in the snow a little bit. And I don't know, I love this time of year when we start camping and doing some snow wheeling. I like it. There's no dust. It's just fun, relaxing for me to get back in there. You're not in a hurry. You're just crawling through the snow and just having a good time. But usually the weather's warmed up a bit, so you're in a sweatshirt. I mean, there's been times it's been a little rainy and stuff when we've been doing it, but most of the time you get at least some sun part of the time, and so it's just nice. It's just nice. It's not cold, but you're still in the snow, and it's just a good time. So I really enjoy it. So we're almost there. So anyway, I hope you enjoyed the video. I've been really curious what Jeeps weighed, so threw that in here, and we'll do another weigh once we get this built up to a point, and then see where it comes in. Hint, it's probably going to be heavier than the other one, but we'll see. But anyway, hope you enjoyed it, and we'll see you on the next one.